On. Do it again. Okay, wait.
It's so spicy.
I'm gonna.
Bodacious true crime.
Do it again.
That wasn't too meaty. You gotta give it a little more meat.
Well,
no, you gotta.
I don't know where this podcast begins and where hell ends. Welcome back to Bodacious True Crime, episode 4.
Shut up!
Holy fuck!
What the hell's wrong with you, man? Oh my god.
I'm gonna rape
Do
you.
you need a break?
Yes, Daddy.
Jesus Christ. Welcome to Bodacious True Crime, episode 4. This is, I just realized, I was talking about this with you guys before. This is officially the longest running podcast in our friend group now.
Yes,
I
it is.
win.
Yeah.
How many did... Okay.
Crackheads lasted for like 5 episodes.
Fuck! Never mind. Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
take it
restart.
back.
I'm gonna restart Crackheads just to make sure you can't overtake
Never
it.
fucking mind. Okay. This is
Well,
almost...
actually, no. Technically, 4 official videos. There's the 5th one, and I still have it, but it's never going.
Nope,
up.
doesn't count. That means I win.
Well, not yet. You have to make the 5th episode.
Eventually. So
It ends. It's the last one.
this week we are going to be talking about a personal favorite of mine because he, like this guy.
I thought you liked Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't like any of these people. They're not good people, Holly. It's just that they are interesting. I find this guy very interesting because
You like him?
yeah, I want to have sex with Richard Ramirez. So we're going to be talking about the Night Stalker.
I thought that was just gonna be the one where we had like a bunch of things.
A bunch of things.
No, just go on.
Oh, you mean the episode we can't film because we're so busy? Like we can't like sit down and record 5 seconds. No.
Yeah.
Wait, what will we be talking about?
We're gonna be talking about Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker.
Yes!
I am so excited. This episode is so interesting because this guy is such a fucking piece of shit.
I really like learning about him.
I
don't
do
like
too.
him.
I don't like him either.
I've never heard
Good.
of him.
You're going to. There's a lot of. I think there's some very funny connections we can make to our personal lives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you know, Gus. I purposely have not said much.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Do you know what I think I... Oh, I forgot my... Fuck, I forgot to bring my hat. Fuck. I have my last podcast beanie, but I didn't bring the hat that I was going to wear for this episode specifically.
But no, I remember him from the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, before we start, because, like, I don't know, for some reason when I research these, like, they make me very upset. I don't know, it's just like when you listen to a podcast about it, it's different from, like, actually having to look up the crimes itself. Because for some reason, especially with Ramirez, I couldn't, like, only really, like, one source that I used, Wikipedia, had, like, any in-depth, like, ways that he killed his victim. Everything else was like, oh, he killed, like, 15 people, whatever. And he killed at least, like, 15 or 16 people.
Right.
They think it's more because he said there was more. And, like, they find, you'll see later, they find, like, a, somebody right before he started his killing spree. But we'll talk about that later. But a fun little, fun fact before we start. Wait, Gus, who is Jimmy Page again?
The guitarist for Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Before we start, I just wanted to, because this has a lot of, like, there's a lot of rock and roll in this, so I wanted to keep with a little fun fact before we start. Jimmy Page dated a 14-year-old.
Oh, fuck?
Yes, he did.
Named Lori Maddox.
Yes, he did.
I just thought that'd be really funny. So, Richard Ramirez.
He was also the producer for Led Zeppelin.
He was?
Yes, he was.
I didn't know that. That's better. So, Richard Ramirez, we're a little quick synopsis. Richard Ramirez, a.k.a. the Night Stalker, or the Valley Intruder.
Not
or
the Night Prowler, though.
the walk-in killer. That's different, Gus. We're gonna
The
talk
walk-in
about that
fridge?
later. No, the walk-in. He had 3 names: the walk-in killer, which is bad; the Valley Intruder, which is better; and the Night Stalker, which is the name that stuck.
The Night Stalker is just...
There was a better option that the media refused to use, though.
Okay, but we can't. How close can you get before you infringe on my beloved song? Okay, so Ramirez is best known for his killing spree, which lasted from April of 1984 to August of 1985. He was a fucking monster. He broke into people's homes late at night. He would brutally murder most of the men, and then fucking sexually assault, rape, kill all the women. Read it. He did all of this in the name of Satan and chaos.
Can I ask, like, when you say 15 people, is that like 15 households, or is it actual 15 people?
15 people, not 15 households.
He would have said households.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really mean how many people. You know what I mean?
Dumbass.
If there were more people, he would have said there were more people.
I want to bend you
He
over.
said 15 people.
Yeah, you stupid idiot. So
You're not going home tonight. You're
Richard
gonna be pounding the ditch
Ramirez.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And your exhaust is going to fall out.
It's already falling off.
Richard Ramirez also really liked rock music. Here is an excerpt from Richard Ramirez's favorite song, which I know Gus knows who it's by and what the name of the song is. But I'm not going to tell
What makes
you
say that?
until the end. And don't even try to guess. This is
Was
an
it
excerpt.
Highway to Hell?
No.
It is,
Okay. Fuck you. Here's an excerpt from Richard Ramirez's favorite song. Because no one's gonna warn you, and no one's gonna yell attack, and you won't feel the steel till it's hanging out your back. That's in reference to a knife. If you couldn't tell.
Oh, like this one right here.
Yeah, Ollie, fuck you. Born on February 29th, 1960 in El Paso, Texas.
Born in a leap year?
Oh,
Holy
God.
fuck, you're right.
Is he?
You're a loser.
I like how that's your first observation.
Is
He
it
was
actually?
born on a leap year? Oh my
He
god.
was really close to my birthday, so I got scared.
That's true. Oh, Gus is a serial killer, confirmed?
Yeah.
You listen to too much rock music, Gus. So, he was the fifth child of Mexican immigrants Mercedes and, is it Julian Ramirez?
Wait, he killed the Mercedes?
Shut that. No, those are his parents.
The Mercedes Benz?
Those are his parents. At an early age, Ramirez sustained multiple head injuries, very similar to Dahmer with the hernia and other killers that I don't have time to. Oh wait, no, I do have time to name. It's in my notes. At the age of 5, he was knocked unconscious. At the age of 5, he was knocked unconscious by a swing. Around this time, he started to experience epileptic fits. Later, he was diagnosed with like epilepsy and shit. But head injuries are very common among serial killers. Some notable ones include BTK, who you guys don't know, who was also an asshole. John Wayne Gacy. Oh, you do? Oh. John Wayne Gacy and Ed Gein, or the guy who Leatherface is based off of. So that's pretty cool. His dad was a former Mexican policeman and national, and regularly beat his wife. Ramirez, something with Ramirez is that like he sees a lot of violence in his childhood, and later on you'll see like it kind of all just like makes him fucked up.
Right.
Later is right now. So Ramirez's biggest influence was his fucking childhood hero, his older cousin, Miguel Ramirez.
He sounds like such a sweetheart.
All right, was he a good influence? Let's get a vote. Do you think Miguel was a good influence, Ollie?
Miguel, his dad?
No, his cousin.
Cousin, if you were paying attention.
I spaced out, and no, I don't think he's...
Do you think he was a good influence, Gus?
He sounds like a total sweetheart.
He is such a good guy. No, he was not a good influence, obviously.
Really?
Yeah, no shit. He was a decorated Green Beret and a Vietnam veteran who had claimed to, and there is very strong evidence, like the fucking pictures exist. I mean, they're not available to the public, but they exist, of him raping and murdering hundreds of women during the Vietnam... A lot of women during the Vietnam War.
I was trying to be the second coming of Genghis Khan.
Essentially, a serial killer was the role model of a serial killer.
I don't know, the math doesn't really check out there.
What the fuck?
Miguel Ramirez, which is his... we're going to call him Richie from now on. Richie's cousin, Miguel, used to show Richie Polaroid pictures of Vietnam women he raped, killed, and dismembered during the war. Many pictures were of women Miguel tied to trees before raping them. Afterwards, he decapitated them with a fucking machete.
Damn, that Mexican cartel blood.
He took pictures of all of this whole process. Ramirez said these pictures didn't appall him, but rather he found them quite fascinating. He will say the same thing about something else that is coming up right now. Ramirez began smoking weed and drinking around the age of 10, and at the age of like 12, he started doing it with his cousin, and they would bond over this.
Right.
Miguel would tell Richie while they smoked and drank war stories and even taught him military tactics. What kind of military tactics do you think he taught him?
Maybe he
How
taught
to
him...
be silent.
Yeah, you're fucking right. He's such
Wait, are you sure he didn't teach him like what to do if you run out of Polaroid film?
Fuck yeah, just wood tree carvings. Grrr.
He's like, hold up while you're bleeding out. Just keep holding your neck like that and twitching your head while you get this perfect.
Imagine somebody's laying dead in front of him. Damn, out of film.
Fuck! Click, 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 click. Fuck!
Alright, let me get this bark.
So Miguel taught Ramirez killing and stealth tactics, which is important. It's very weird that Miguel taught this to his 12-year-old cousin. Around this time, Ramirez would seek escape from his father's abuse. Like, he just beat the shit out of his wife all the time. He would go sleep in a local cemetery.
Damn.
Which is fucked up. I mean, it's bad that he felt that he had to, like, escape his dad's, like, you know, abuse.
Yeah.
And shit. Because, he beat him, he beat his wife. He had, he was the fifth child of two parents. It gets way worse. On May 4th, 1973, at the age of 13, Ramirez witnessed his older cousin, the one we talked about before, murder his own wife. He shot her in the face with a handgun. And Ramirez said that this did not scare him at all. Like, he was unfazed by this, but he found it very fascinating. He was able to kind of connect it back to those pictures that he saw earlier from his cousin.
Right.
Even though Ramirez says this didn't affect him after the murder of his cousin's wife, because his cousin went to jail over this. He became very withdrawn. And I think that's... It probably didn't affect him, like, the actual murder itself, but I think that the fact that, like, now his cousin, who was a very good influence on him, is no longer present in his life was sad. Ramirez moved in with his older cousin, Ruth, and her husband, another really good influence on Richie. His name is Roberto.
Can I ask, is this one a super alcoholic?
Actually worse. So yeah, Ramirez finally had another good influence on his life.
Right.
He was nothing ever happened to Ramirez after this, and that's the end.
All right, good podcast, guys.
I'm just kidding. Roberto was a obsessive peeping Tom, and took Ramirez with him on all of his fucking trips.
It's a bonding experience.
And then by the age of 14...
It's not a good bonding experience.
It is not a good bonding experience.
Well, it's better than abusing your wife in front of her.
Just start jerking off together.
Would you rather jerk off with a grown man or get beat by a girl?
I would rather get beaten by
your
a
brother-in-law. Jerk off with your brother-in-law.
Yeah. Or get beaten up by your dad.
I've already been beaten
Can
up.
I do both?
Whoa.
So at the age of... So this was around 14. At the age of 14, Ramirez started experimenting with my favorite combination, LSD and Satanism.
Okay, LSD part, sure. Satanism part, later down the line.
Yeah, I said that for the 5
At
years.
least, listen to some Hendrix first before you, get to the Satanism stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what kind of music he was interested in later. Because I have to...
This is going to be a shit ton of hentai music.
That didn't even exist at this time, Ollie. In 1977, Miguel was released from prison. So Ramirez would be 17. Miguel was released from prison because he was found technically not guilty of the murder of his wife because of his PTSD. He got the insanity plea and had to go to a mental hospital for 4 years.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. And then he got out of the... They just apparently let fucking veterans with PTSD out of the hospital without, it was like a jail... It was like a psychiatric ward of a jail. He stayed there for 4 years and then they just let him go. What the fuck? That makes no sense.
No.
So then after that, Miguel would go on to still exert his influence over Ramirez's life.
Yeah.
Towards the... Ramirez, Miguel, and his brother-in-law, Roberto, would all go on those peeping Tom trips together after he got out of jail.
It's a
I'm
whole
not
reunion
kidding.
now.
That's
Oh my
like- that's
God.
a
The whole
functional
fucking
family.
family
So
is here.
And how did 3 men start peeping and not get caught?
There,
What the fuck?
he's the Night Stalker. I mean, Ramirez is using this military training that his fucking cousin knows. His cousin taught him,
Yeah.
and he will use that his whole crime spree.
Right.
Towards the end of his high school career, which does not last very long, Ramirez took a job at a hotel Holiday Inn.
Hotel, motel, holiday.
Yeah, the Holiday Inn in his town. He robbed guests while they weren't present. Like, he would go in their rooms, steal shit,
And
come
then
back.
book it.
However, Ramirez, at this time, I forgot to mention, so his high school career, when I said his high school career, he was in 9th grade. He dropped out. But in 9th grade, he got a job at the Holiday Inn. He began robbing people while they were not present in their rooms. At this time, his sexual fantasies started to develop. They started to become more violent, and his fantasies included rape, murder, torture, and forced bondage, which he tried to act on very quickly. So, on one
Did
occasion...
he even try to suppress those?
No, fuck no. On one occasion, Ramirez molested 2 children in a hotel elevator.
What?
God damn.
This was never reported. On the second occasion, which backfired tremendously, and Ramirez got fired after this. I'm not sure why. He broke into a woman's hotel room and attempted to rape her.
Come on, you let him off with a warning for that. Are you serious?
I know. No justice, no peace. The husband beat the shit out of Ramirez because he was like taking a shower or something. But Ramirez did not go to jail. No charges were pressed.
Why?
Because the couple were staying in from out of town and they did not want to go back to testify.
Right.
So the charges were dropped. Ramirez drops out of high school in 9th grade. And in 1982, we don't really know what he did for that period.
Right.
But in 1982, Ramirez moves to California, which is where he's going to do the majority of his killings.
Honestly, you know what?
That year gap, I can tell you exactly what he was doing. He was just jacking it.
It's not a year gap. It's like he moves to California at the age of 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those years gap, he was just
You know what though?
whacking.
Was it really that bad to kill 15 Californians? Like, think about it. Was he really that bad?
Okay, that changes the perspective on the crimes.
I'm not saying he's a good guy, but he's not the worst guy.
Yeah, Californians kind of do deserve to die.
That's not what I said at all.
Oh.
I
Okay,
thought that was what you were saying.
Nope, not even implied. That's not what I said at all.
Oh, well, now I
Well,
don't
no,
agree
they
with you.
deserve
Fuck
to die
you,
for
fuck
their
you,
gun
fuck you.
laws.
Whoa, I'm not the bad guy here.
I'm not the murderer.
Fuck them because of their gun laws.
So we can now... would you guys like to hear?
Those gun laws were not in place in 1982, I don't think.
They weren't. They didn't even exist. The guy that would
guns didn't
make
exist
them was
in
not even in his dad's nutsack.
Would you guys like to hear another excerpt? This is the last excerpt I have.
Excerpt, not
Excerpt. Shut the fuck
please.
up.
Fuck you.
Okay, I can't speak English. No
I'm gonna
hablo
fuck
español.
your face.
You just said you can't speak Spanish.
Oh fuck, you're right. Would you guys like to hear another excerpt from Ramirez's favorite song?
Please.
Yeah, go for
All
it.
right. Too scared to turn your light out because there's something on your mind. Was there a noise outside your window? What's that shadow on the blind? As you lie there naked, like a body in a tomb. Suspended animation as I slip into your room. I forgot how long this part was.
Yeah, that's a pretty
You
long
know, I
one.
remember when I used to think that like I was in the song. The lyrics were about me, you know?
Yeah, I
And,
really...
you know, I grew out of that in like 9th grade.
Unironically, this is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. We're gonna talk about it later in the episode once I can divulge all of these informations because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So up until that point, Ramirez focused he moved to LA And we don't really know.
LA especially, wow.
We don't know.
Oh God.
Okay, yeah, no, thank God he killed those 15 people.
Yeah,
We
no,
do not.
thank God.
We do not know specifically what he did in like because he moves in 1982. There's like a 2-year gap, but we
Yeah.
kind of know that Ramirez doesn't really stick to like he robs people,
Yeah.
and he would focus his crime on burglaries, like in the hotel room shit. He gets arrested twice for auto theft. He develops a cocaine addiction.
Nice.
His hygiene begins to worsen. His teeth literally rot out of his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
He develops halitosis, which means it's forever bad breath.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's bad. And he resided in the very famous hotel sometimes. It's called the Hotel Cecil, or the Cecil Hotel. It's very famous. It's a haunted hotel in California. I'm pretty sure it's in fucking... What's that one, like, really bad area?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name, though.
Yeah.
Compton?
It's like... No. I don't know. But the Cecil Hotel, there's another famous, like, thing where a woman went missing, and then they found, like, her body in the fucking water tower.
Okay.
Yeah. He stayed there.
That story was fucked.
Yeah, and he stayed there.
Yeah.
So...
What did you find on the water tower?
Yeah, they found a lady in the water tower. So, Ramirez's first murder, didn't really get discovered until 2009 with DNA evidence. Like
Really?
He never confesses to it because a lot of serial killers do not confess to victims that are children.
Oh.
Except for the thing with molesting the... Why did he confess to molesting the people now? Anyways, on April 10th, 1984, a few months before his killing spree, which was in June, in June, Ramirez approached Mei Ling, a 19-year-old Chinese girl with the most stereotypical Chinese fucking name. I'm just now realizing this. She separated from her brother and was looking for a dollar bill she lost. Ramirez says, "Hey, I found it. Why don't you come back with me and I'll show you where it is." Ramirez brings her into the basement of the apartment building and beat, strangled, and raped her while stabbing her with his switchblade and hanging her nude body on a pipe.
Damn.
Yeah, very bad.
Yeah. And like, I don't mean a victim blame, but like, you followed a guy into a basement for a $1.
She was 9. What the fuck?
She was
a $1 bill.
She was 9. Her brother.
Okay, I didn't know she was 9.
I said she was 9.
I did not hear that part.
Her brother was younger, but they like separated from each other.
Where was the parents?
I have no
Thank
fucking...
God I did not
This
make
is like,
that joke.
Is it Skid Row? That's the
No,
bad
it's-
area
I
in
think it's something
California?
else.
I don't know. This is like that shitty area.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't stay in the Hotel Cecil all the time, but he
Right.
does for a little bit. But he has an apartment.
Yeah.
So besides another murder where Ramirez pulled up to a fucking driver in their car randomly and just fucking murdered him, I'm not kidding. That's it. Like those are the only 2 murders that come before his start of his fucking killing spree.
Right.
So Ramirez's crimes focused, like I said before, on burglary. He goes into people's houses, he breaks in, he steals valuables, he gets out. However, he started to incorporate those like sexual fantasies where he'd kill, torture, rape, bind women.
That's where it gets dangerous.
Yeah. So Ramirez's first murder in this spree killing, June 28th, 1984. Richard Ramirez broke into the home of 79-year-old Jeannie Vincal. She was reportedly stabbed repeatedly in the back of the head, neck, and chest while sleeping. Her throat was slashed so deeply, she was almost decapitated.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How
is fucking
deep was his blade for that?
He is gruesome.
Yeah. That's one thing I do know. I forgot the details, but yeah, he's pretty nasty with his skills.
And it gets worse.
Oh, I bet.
This is just the beginning. Ramirez's next murder. Okay.
My nuts falling off.
On... Fuck you, Ollie.
Break.
Shut up. So, on March 17th, 1985, so this is the next year now, Ramirez attacks a woman outside of her house. he attacks Maria Hernandez, shooting her in the face with a .22 caliber handgun.
Ah.
But
Doesn't kill her.
he does not. You know why?
22.
No, it's not that. Okay, it's that. No, he hit her. So this is fucking crazy. And if you want like a better visual, the audience, you can watch the documentary Night Stalker: The Hunt for a Serial Killer, because I watched that. It's pretty good. And
That's actually what we're watching right now. We're just reading word for word. What
yeah,
it
we
said.
are. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's you have like this LG ultra wide TV that's like 72 inches. That's curved,
That's not what we were
65.
talking about.
but it's
So-
curved, bro. Look at
It's
that.
not.
It's good, but it's kind of slow. So, she survived
No,
because
I'm more interested in the TV.
no,
Yeah, I'm
she
still in your TV.
survived because he hit her keys.
No
Which
way.
I swear he hit her keys, which she had in her hand
Yeah.
when she like put her hands up to block the bullet, like instinctively.
Yeah.
The bullet bounced, ricocheted off her keys, but she still fell to the ground and kind of acted dead.
I just want to point out, that's how shit 22s are.
Yeah, no, he
It
uses
bounced off a fucking key.
a 22 the whole rest of the fucking
He's so
time.
fucking
No, you know how you can kill somebody with the 22?
Don't use a 20. Just use the fucking gun itself.
No. 22s have 40 rounds in a magazine, right?
Uh-huh.
You keep pulling the trigger until the gun is fucking empty.
Uh-huh.
You keep
It's
keep
like-
pulling
What's
the
it gonna
trigger.
do? Make him bruise?
It's like Son of Sam, who used a
No,
38
you
special
know what you
with
do,
hollow
Gus?
point bullets.
Gus, what you do is you put the gun in their eye socket and just keep pulling.
Probably, it would be
The
more
thing
effective
is-
to just hit them with the gun.
Yeah,
The
true.
thing is, though, is that Ramirez, like, as you'll see later, he uses the 22, which is, like you said, super fucking...
it's a pea shooter unless
Yeah.
you have hollow points in there.
But,
Mm-hmm.
Ramirez, the people he shoots, it's from point blank.
Right.
They don't always die, but it's from point blank.
Well, actually, what year does these killings take place?
85. Right now we're in the beginning of 85.
So that kind of explains why, because 22s aren't as good as they are now.
Yeah, this
Because
is...
you have 22 and 22 long rifle and then different versions.
So Ramirez
Oh, God.
walked into her house thinking she was dead. She played dead the rest of the time until he left. He entered her roommate, Dale Okazaki,
Right.
a woman. Yeah, I know. Was hiding in the kitchen and like she heard all this, so she ducks behind the counter.
Yeah.
And Ramirez sees her like overhead, waits for her to lift her head to see like if anybody's still there, and he fucking pulls the trigger. She dies instantly.
Oh shit.
Yeah. While fleeing the scene, Ramirez pulled. God damn it.
All she had to do was hold up a plastic plate. Fine.
While fleeing the scene, Ramirez pulled Sao Lian Yu out of her car and shot her twice in the head. She died instantly.
Right.
The media were all over this
You
case.
see? Just keep pulling the trigger.
And rightfully so. This was fucking crazy, like especially in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
He brutally killed 2 women.
Yep.
He thought he killed 3, but he did not. She was unharmed. The lady who the thing ricocheted off her.
Completely unharmed.
Well, I mean, she was down a roommate, so that kind of sucked.
Well,
Something's going up for her.
Yeah.
The different media outlets at this time dub him the walk-in killer and the Valley Intruder. They did not stick.
Shocker.
I mean, the names stick until like I think he only gets the Night Stalker moniker on his second to last murder, which kind of sucks. It's a good name. He also leaves at the scene of a crime a hat for his favorite band. We won't talk about it.
You know, maybe that's the thing all serial killers have in common.
Is they listen
It's
to
favoring
one.
that band.
Just that one band.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? No. I'm gonna this is the hill I'm willing to die
Yeah?
on.
Yeah?
There's
Are
nothing.
you
Alright.
willing to kill?
Yeah,
for the
you
hill?
Yeah,
You know what?
Are you gonna
You're
murder-
next. You're next.
Are you willing to murder me and Gus?
Yes, I would. I would in the name of ACDC.
Wait, you spoiled.
It doesn't matter. So on March 26th.
Hail Angus.
Oh, little fun fact. Okay, a little fun fact, by the way, like just to break everything. Malcolm Young, who was like the secondary guitarist for AC/DC,
Yeah.
worked at a bra factory when he was younger.
Sweet.
Yeah, I was looking up like fun facts before this, and I found that I was like, that's awesome. On March 27th, 10 days later, 1985, Ramirez entered the home of Charles and Maxine Zazara. Interestingly enough, Ramirez had actually broken into this house a year prior, but it was just at the stage when he was like just burglaries and shit, not fucking killing people. He shot Charles in the head and beat and bound Maxine, demanding she tell him where their valuables were. While searching the room again for their valuables, Maxine managed to break free and went for a shotgun that they kept under her bed.
Yeah.
It was not loaded.
Oh.
Ramirez was pissed off. I think I know why. And he shot her 3 times with the same .22 caliber handgun.
Right. But then it turned out there was a slight breeze inside, so the bullet just, like, kind of just like wafted away.
Now, Ramirez, I was like really pissed off that he tried to kill her. I don't know why.
Right.
So he grabbed a carving knife from her kitchen and used it to mutilate her body. He removed her eyes and placed them in a jewelry box.
Was she alive while he was doing this? Or did he kill her beforehand?
I'm pretty sure that she might have been alive. They did not say.
Man.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to find. Like I don't have enough money to buy the books for like certain like these cases, but like doing research online, they skim over so like the details.
Right.
But she might have been alive.
Fuck, man.
Ramirez left behind a box, which oh yeah. So he takes the eyes, puts them in a jewelry box that he takes with him.
Yeah.
This time, Ramirez, and he does this a lot. He's careful, but he's not. Like he's stealthy, but he leaves behind a boot print at this crime scene. And he will leave behind several shoe prints. But the only one that gets him caught is the only complete one. And that's fucking crazy. The story of how he gets caught is hilarious.
I think I do know the story.
It's so good. It is so good. And he leaves behind shell casings. At this point, because they start to link together the first murder of the old lady, well, at the time, the first murder, then this second one with the 3 women, and then this one, they start to realize, oh, fuck, there's a serial killer on our hands.
You know what gun he's using? He's using a Caltech.
Yeah, .22 caliber handgun.
Yeah, a Caltech. I forgot the name of the gun. Caltech that shoots .22 and has 40 rounds in the mag.
Very important.
Yeah, no, it is very...
It's very important.
I mean, it kind of is because he... If you think about it, yeah. Like, he's pretty... The reason he's so accurate is because he goes up to people while they're sleeping, they can't move. He shoots them 3 times in the head. They still live. Like, a lot of people live.
Right.
Or, like, they'll live for a few days and then they die. Because he
targets... I can almost guarantee he thought he killed every single one of them.
He definitely did. He definitely did because there is, like,
That's
later...
Like the only reason why that I can think of that he didn't just upgrade his fucking weapon.
Later on, well, that and he's robbing people for the money. That's how he pays his bills.
Right.
He doesn't have a job.
Right.
Or at least I don't think he did.
How much you want to bet he didn't have to load that gun once after he loaded the first one?
40 rounds.
Maybe for fun, he was like, they said it was a fucking waste. Miguel told me this was the wrong weapon. He just did it for fun. Make sure it was like, you know how like in the game you'll like shoot 1 bullet and then reload?
Yeah.
He just did that. He needed to get his money worth.
He had a veteran cousin.
Yeah.
Did his cousin not have a single weapon?
I don't think his cousin knew that he was a serial killer, but like, he did the machete. No, well, he had PTSD. They probably took them.
I don't think the government would be taking guns.
No, they don't.
They had to raid his house for when he killed his wife.
But true, his cousin could have got him like a Colt 1911, a Beretta.
Well, I'm imagining his cousin's not allowed to have a gun anymore, Ollie.
No, if you used to go into a mental hospital, you could still get a gun.
I
know,
don't think
very
you
good
can.
system.
So, Ramirez, on May 14th, 1985, enters the home of Bill Doy, and he was 66, and he lived with his disabled wife, 56-year-old Lillian Doy.
Lillian Doy.
These people. It's not my fault they have complicated names. However, oh fuck, I skipped ahead. Ramirez surprised Bill and shot him in the face. He did not immediately die from this.
He was just really bruised the next morning.
He didn't immediately die from this. So then, he's out. Ramirez bound the disabled Lillian Doy with thumb cuffs. You ever seen those?
No.
They're like handcuffs for your thumbs. I had to look them up because they're fucking stupid. I even put, they look really fucking stupid. They're really funny. He raped her, and Bill Doy died from his injuries later.
Fuck.
She did not. She had like injuries, but she did not die.
Mm.
On the night of May 29th, this is 15 days later, 1985, Ramirez drove a stolen car to the home of Mabel Bell, an 83-year-old woman.
Yeah.
An 83-year-old woman living with Bell at the time was her 81-year-old sister, Florence Lang.
Mm-hmm.
Ramirez entered the home and found a hammer in the kitchen. He bound Bell and bludgeoned her with the hammer, and even used an electrical cord to shock her.
Yeah. Fucking creative.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He raped Lang, her sister, and used lipstick to draw pentagrams on Bell, like her and the walls of the bedroom.
Mm.
Both women would not be discovered until 2 days later. Both were alive at the time when they were discovered.
Holy
They're like
shit.
in their 80s. But the one that was, bludgeoned, Bell, passed away.
You were alive for 2 days.
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there. They just sat there.
Fuck, man.
Oh.
No,
And
after
they're-
all that, after you get discovered, the lady
They
dies.
die. Yeah. Literally the next day. Ramirez sneaks into the home of 42-year-old Carol Kyle, who was living with her 11-year-old son. Ramirez stole her valuables and raped her. While doing the raping,
Yeah.
Ramirez told her not to look at him while he was fucking her,
Mm.
and he said he would cut her eyes out.
Shit.
Once finished, he bound both her and her child, and then escaped.
So he didn't kill him?
He did not. Sometimes he leaves them alive, but I think it's more to torture them.
Right.
Because later, he leaves one of them alive, but it's like he's taunting her the entire time. And keep in mind, he leaves boot prints. Like, he's careful, but he's not.
Right.
Like, they're not going to catch him because it's like, the people that aren't able to identify him.
Yeah.
One does, but, they're for the most part, they're not able to identify him.
Yeah.
On June 27th, Ramirez breaks into the home of Patty Higgins. He rapes her.
That's the most normal name so far.
I know. He rapes her and slashes her throat. I could not find a lot of details about this because investigators don't discover her body until July 2nd.
When was the murder?
June 27th. Yeah.
How long was that?
It's almost
2 weeks.
No, it's about 1 week.
Uh,
From the 22nd to the 2nd?
3.
I can't do math, so I'm asking.
days.
Oh, no, it's closer to 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So
Because Ramirez's next murder is on July 2nd.
Oh.
They don't find the body until July 2nd.
So they basically walked in with a fully decomposing corpse. Like there's.
I don't think it would be
ooze.
at that
Well, the only
process
reason
in a week.
the only reason they found out at all was because she didn't go to work, and they reported her.
Oh my god.
They're like, "Hey, can you go check on her?"
No family, no nothing to call for
No,
her?
it was just because their work was like, "Why didn't she come in?"
Oh.
And then she fucking died. On July 2nd, 1985, Ramirez broke into the home of 75-year-old Mary Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
He found her sleeping in her bed before bludgeoning her with a lamp, which did not kill her. She was just unconscious.
Yeah.
Then he stabbed her to death with a 10-inch butcher knife he found in her kitchen.
The fuck.
Even after he died, Ramirez fucking laid into that corpse. He fucking completely destroyed her with that
So
knife.
are we? I thought I was about to say, are we talking about sex or butchering?
No, he butchered her with that knife. He, of course, escapes. So,
How many times does this motherfucker get off scot-free by
like
being sloppy as fuck?
17. Well, the thing is that it's he just fucking, he's very stealthy. You're not gonna see him coming. You just boom back in
You
the
would
fucking head.
think one person in this time period is schizophrenic and has a gun within 2 inches from him.
They do, but it's unloaded. Remember the fucking...
No,
the shotgun.
I mean when I say schizophrenic, I mean he's always holding the gun ready to snap at someone.
Well,
in his
would he really be somebody to rob?
That's
Think
true.
of it that way.
He
Sure.
probably
Robbing
does
people.
case these joints.
Because he was a peeping Tom.
He was.
He
And
knows how to sneak around.
burglaries were in his kind of
So you
agenda
can
for
tell
those
us-
2
Yeah.
years. He did burglarize people. We just don't know exactly what he did from the 2 years between him moving to LA.
And why do you...
Did it? In your research, did you find anything about how he would
find these people, or how long he would take like researching them, or did he just like
He
random
would
houses walking?
random.
He did not think about it at all.
He walked. He walks in, kind of like looks around, and then goes up to the back of the like where they're sleeping. I'm assuming he kind of walks around, looks through windows and shit.
Right.
Because
but he does it all that day.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Aside from that one house that he robbed by coincidence, it was by coincidence. Like a year prior.
Right.
So on July 5th, 1985, Ramirez broke into the house of... Oh, no. Sorry. Ramirez breaks into a home in Sierra Madre.
Mm-hmm.
This time...
Sierra Madre?
Yeah, Sierra Madre. He kind of has to... Sometimes he has to switch it up, because he's in L.A.
Yep.
Goes to Sierra Madre because... I mean, how many people did he fucking kill?
Okay, I'm gonna get sidetracked for a second. Sierra Madre was the worst Fallout New Vegas DLC.
Who gives a
Fuck
fuck?
that DLC.
Was Ramirez in there?
Fuck that DLC.
All you hear is, you hear, Night Prowler.
That's the name of one of the enemies in there.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not joking. New
Isn't
Vegas.
that a reference to him?
Yeah, I know.
It probably is.
It is.
No, definitely not.
No,
couldn't be.
it was the guy down
Don't
the
be the
street.
Night
His
Stalker.
name's
You guys are getting
Yeah, you're getting... Listen, the song is not about a murderer. The song is about a boyfriend sneaking into his girlfriend's house.
and then raping her vigorously. Yeah.
I don't think so. So he
And
breaks...
nobody took it as their anthem when they kill people.
Nobody would do that. Who would do that? A crazy person. Somebody
And
would...
no serial killers are crazy.
No, they're all completely sane.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss my ass, Alex. Shut the fuck up. God damn it.
For those of you who don't know, Alex started playing AC/DC and raised his hand
It's
up.
getting cut out.
Aww.
So, the
bitch.
only... I'll keep it in. So he
He was
breaks in...
saluting AC/DC.
That's all I'm keeping. Okay. So he breaks into this home in Sierra Madre, and the only person at the time who was home was 16-year-old Whitney Bennett.
Okay.
Ramirez bludgeons her with a tire iron.
Oh, that's
He
so
tried
much.
to strangle her with a telephone cord, but, like, when sparks began to fly from the telephone cord,
What the fuck?
I am not fucking kidding, Ramirez was like, oh fuck, God is intervening. And he dipped. And he dipped.
He's a Satanist.
Yeah. He literally saw it as an act of God and dipped. And she only needed stitches.
Okay, she was bludgeoned with an iron. How do you survive after getting hit in the head with a tire
This
iron?
guy's like the most inefficient killer ever.
Dude.
And yet he's efficient and inefficient. He goes up to people and misses at point blank.
Okay, hold on.
Even when he does hit, they don't even die.
Hold on.
Exactly.
This
You can't even
guy,
bludgeon him properly.
this guy's hands are made out of spaghetti noodles. If he cannot kill somebody with one
He
hit,
does
of
have
a tire.
halitosis.
Dude, Gus with a tire iron, I would be scared to shit.
Oh, me too.
Me with the tire iron, I would still be scared of shit. This guy with the tire iron, I would like, oh, he has noodle hands. I don't give a fuck. Like, how the fuck one hit is enough to bash your brain?
Oh, this is great.
How are you that inefficient?
He had a veteran.
His brother was a literal serial killer.
Yeah, and he basically taught him how to be a serial killer.
And he
Because his
did.
brother wasn't just a soldier, like a foot soldier. He was one of those fucking guys in Vietnam who was like, he raped all these Vietnamese women. And still Ramirez was like, yep, I'm gonna pick the shittiest gun. I'm gonna leave boot prints, gun shells everywhere.
And horrible at hitting people with blunt objects.
It's an act of God! Run!
Like, the
Oh
thing
my
is,
God.
like, the tire iron should have killed her. He didn't need the telephone wire.
She only needed stitches.
Like,
One hit with the tire iron
Like,
is
it's
enough.
a part of me thinks that, like, he was holding back while
Maybe.
killing them. Because it's very easy to kill somebody with a solid piece of metal.
It's
I think
tire
that-
irons back then were more bulky.
Maybe he had scurvy and was just really weak.
Maybe
Maybe he was just a pussy.
There has to be a part of him holding back. There just
I
has to
don't
be.
think so. Because you'll see later, he like bites his victims and fucking... He goes ham.
Yeah.
I think...
I don't think anything compares to Jeffrey Dahmer being a cannibal.
No, there's one that's way worse.
I think
There
there's worse.
is.
I can think of... Like, I think he's worse.
Yeah.
I think Richard Ramirez is worse because everything he does is so brutal. It's a little ineffective when he's like, oh no, I missed at point blank
Well, the
range.
people he does kill are nasty.
Listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Listen.
he did like almost decapitate that 79-year-old
And the people
woman.
he tried to kill, if he was successful, would have been nasty.
Yeah.
Listen.
And I don't even think Ramirez is the worst, though.
Oh, no.
I think
If
Bundy
I was
was
a
way
serial
worse.
killer, listen, I would tell you how I would do it.
I think
Nope, cut it off. Cut it
no
off.
legality. Just a Sega 12 with the drum mag.
Okay, at least he wasn't that serious.
Just a Sega 12 with the drum mag. That's all you need.
The FBI was like, go on.
Go on. We're listening.
Okay, so on July 20th, 1985, Ramirez purchased a machete and drove
He's
to
going to his Mexican roots.
He drove to the home of
Yeah, I know.
his cousin did have a machete in Vietnam.
He did.
He drove to the home of elderly couple Leah and Needing and her husband. This was at random. Ramirez attacked them with his machete and shot both of them. He mutilated both the bodies with a machete. He didn't even rape them or anything or steal their. He stole the money.
He just
but he
wanted
just broke it
test...
because he was like, I'm gonna fucking beat this.
No, you know what he wanted? He just wanted to test drive his machete. He wanted to know if he should take it back to the store.
Yeah, that's true. He could have.
Oh man, this machete's dull as fuck. Let me throw it in the corner real quick. And
Why are all these names so hard to pronounce?
It's because you're white.
Because you're white.
Get over here.
All
Read that.
Let's see it.
Its name.
Alright, what's your name?
Read that.
Knovan...
Konavsky?
Knovanenth.
Hold on.
Kanovanenth?
Konanthi.
Knovanenth.
Konanthi.
Okay.
Knovanenth.
In the same night, Ramirez breaks into the
Knovanenth.
family. He
Just
shot.
spell it out real quick.
Why is the? Who are these people? he shoots. In the same night, Ramirez breaks into the home of the Kanovanenth family. He shoots.
The K family.
The K family. He shoots Chainarong Kanovanenth and repeatedly raped Somkid, the last name that we just said a few times, and bound their 8-year-old son. He dragged.
What was the son's name?
It honestly did not say. I did not write that down.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's.
Did
He has a
make
shitty
the-
last name, I'll tell you that.
Did he make the
No
kid
victim
watch?
no victim blaming, but they have such shitty names. Live somewhere better. Live in Wyoming. Your last name is Smith.
You see? No, he's doing us a justice. You want to know? Oh wait, I can't
Is
say
that,
this.
a Polish last name? Like, what even is
It
that?
might be Polish.
Let's look it up.
Polish is like the
It has the S
like
K
the
I.
E's, like the
SK
yeah.
yeah, it's the SKI.
Yeah.
Chainarong, Thailand.
Thailand?
Yeah.
The fuck is up with Thailand?
They're smoking too much of that.
So he bound their 8-year-old son and dragged Somkid around to find their valuables.
So what?
I can't tell you. I don't know. So he raped Somkid and he repeatedly asked her or told her to swear to Satan. Like he just kept saying, "Swear to Satan, swear to Satan," while he's raping her.
Right.
On August 6th, 1985. Oh, we're almost done. On August 6th, 1985, Ramirez breaks into the home of Chris and Virginia Peterson, and he shoots both of them. However, they survive. He just steals their valuables.
Oh, so that's why Jordan Peterson exists.
Does anywhere in here say Jordan Peterson?
But it says
Chris
Peterson.
and Virginia. This is the 80s. He's like 60.
And
80, 90. No. No. No.
go for it.
Oh my god, I just read the next name. Fuck. Dude, this one is so funny. Okay, well, not the names. It's just this episode has been filled with Abawath. So, on August 8th, so that's 2 days later, Ramirez breaks into the home of Sakina and Elise Abawath.
Yeah.
Ramirez snuck into the master bedroom and shot the sleeping Elise. He bound and brutally raped Sakina, and during this he once again told her to swear to Satan.
And what is he trying to do exactly?
Well, during the first murder, the lady was like, "Please, I swear to God, and he was like, "No, swear to Satan, swear to Satan." But now he's doing it for fun because part of Ramirez's shtick is that like he may be a Satanist, but he also loves causing fucking chaos.
Right.
So he'll love instilling instilling fucking fear in you, being like, swear to Satan, swear to Satan. I assume he has a gun pointed at them the whole time
Yeah.
with his shitty aim.
Wait, what's the thing where your hands... Parkinson's, right?
Yeah.
He has Parkinson's. That's why he has shitty aim.
On August 17th, 1985, once again, Ramirez was forced to travel to San Francisco to commit this murder, because the heat was starting to really get picked up from the police.
Right.
And, so, on August 17th, he traveled there. August 18th, he breaks into the home of... This is not a hard-to-pronounce name, it's just very funny. Barbara and Peter Pan.
That's on purpose.
He kills Peter Pan, shoots him in the head while he's sleeping, and then proceeded to rape and shoot. He shoots Barbara after he rapes her. After committing these crimes, Ramirez draws a pentagram in lipstick on the walls and writes the phrase, Jack the Knife, on the wall in lipstick.
What does that mean?
It's a Judas Priest lyric.
Oh!
It's from that song that I sent you today.
I remember! He did say that line.
It's a reference to Jack the Ripper.
I just want to say, wasn't a fan of the song. I don't know why he was drawn to it so much.
I liked it.
I don't know.
It was good. It's a little iffy, but I liked it. I thought it was good.
Gus, you
It's
see,
okay.
when
Definitely
you're
not one of their best. Though.
Gus, when you're going
No.
insane, I think any song sounds good. That's why Riley likes
I mean, he
AC/DC.
had taste.
Shut
That's
the fuck.
thing.
He has good taste, but then he's like, he takes these rock lyrics and he's like, I'm gonna apply them to real life.
Right.
So he writes Jack the Knife on the wall, and he gets his new nickname, the one that fucking sticks, the Night Stalker. Now, keep in mind that the entire time he was leaving these boot prints around fucking,
Yeah.
you
They
know,
were incomplete.
none of them were really usable. Like, even in that documentary I was talking about earlier, Night Stalker catching a serial killer,
Yeah.
they're not really usable, but, like, they are, this time, he leaves a full boot print. Perfect. Detectives take the boot print and figure out that it's an Avia sneaker.
Yeah.
Or it's a shoe print, not a, you know. But they take this, it's an Avia sneaker.
Yeah.
And they find the shoe size, they get what kind of shoe it is and everything. Ramirez wore an 11.5 shoe.
It's bigger than me.
Only, not bigger than me though.
It's my shoe size.
The Avia sneaker with the 11.5, only one was available. There were 6 in the United States.
Are you fucking serious?
There were 6 in the United States, and only 1 in the state of California.
Are you?
They were able to trace it back. They were able to trace it back to Ramirez, but they didn't have enough on him. Like he was a suspect at this
How
point.
did they know he was the owner of it though?
Because they found out. Oh, only 1 shoe was sent to the store. They found out who paid for it.
Like, did he pay credit? Is that why?
I think he paid cash, but they got his name.
Oh, I see. He signed up for the rewards program.
Damn it! Damn it!
Let's go to Famous Footwear and light that shit on fire because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the bad guys.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, no, fuck
They
them.
murdered all those people.
They murdered the... Wait,
Letting
no.
him buy those shoes.
Damn it!
They
But
gave him a
Damn them to
case.
hell.
But at this time, there really wasn't a lot going for the case. People were really fucking frustrated. Gun sales going through the roof. Home security going through the roof.
Yep. EDT was having a field day.
At the
Yeah.
So, because there wasn't a lot, the at the time mayor of LA, Dianne Feinstein, who I'm pretty sure people don't like very much, completely fucked up everything.
Right.
Because she announced at a press conference that they had found the shoe print, what kind of sneaker it was,
Yeah.
and
Did she say who the suspect was?
no. Because they might not have at the time connected it to, like they knew
yeah.
he was involved,
Right.
and they knew it was his shoe,
Yeah.
but they knew that, so they said, or Dianne Feinstein says that they know what kind of shoe it is, they know what kind of size it is, and they release what kind of sneaker it is. Ramirez chucks those fucking shoes off the Golden Gate Bridge. The police were pissed. Even in that documentary, they were so pissed because they knew that the little bit they had, gone.
Yep.
The killer could easily.
What a moron.
I know. Dianne Feinstein's a fucking joke because I know people really do not like her.
Right.
So, after staying in San Francisco for a bit, Ramirez is like, fuck it, it's fine. We can go back to L.A. So on August 24th, he goes back to L.A. and breaks into the home of Bill Carnes and Inez Erickson. They were engaged.
Yeah.
I believe both of them were close to 30. Ramirez shot Bill Carnes 3 times, although he did survive. Like I said.
Get rid of the fucking 22. Caltech is a shitty...
Saying,
get a
man.
shot.
Get a sub 2000.
Get-
Well, they didn't exist. at
Ollie.
the time.
So, he shot him 3 times, he lives. He raped Erickson repeatedly, telling her the whole time to swear to Satan. And he did say, like, I am the Night Stalker, I am the people they are writing about, I am the man they are writing about in the paper. Was his exact quote.
I am the boogeyman.
Starts beatsboxing.
Starts boogieing. That's what it
Starts doing that shit.
Third sandstorm.
Oh my god. So, Ramirez, instead of killing her, he just stole $400 from him and was like, he kept fucking mocking her, being like, this is what your life is worth to me. Only $400 fucking dollars. Shit like that.
Yeah.
He made a mistake. Because Erickson, she was bound, but she was able to free herself and ran to the neighbors to get help. But Ramirez makes another mistake here. He is spotted by a 13-year-old boy while trying to break into the house, named James Romero III. And, James Romero III thinks this little 13-year-old boy thinks he is like a criminal, thinks he is the Night Stalker, and writes down the license plate for the car, which Ramirez stole.
Right.
It's not his car, but when Erickson reported to the police, she was when Erickson got around to the police, she was able to give a physical description of the attacker, and then the boy was able to give the license plate number for the car.
Yeah.
I believe 4 days later, police got a fingerprint off of the car.
Yeah.
They found the car abandoned, but they found a single fingerprint belonging to Ramirez on the rear view mirror. Completely intact fingerprint.
No way.
Everything is fine. Then they are able to successfully identify him.
No.
At this point,
way.
his fucking days are numbered.
Oh yeah.
But after August 24th, Ramirez was feeling a little burnt out. You know, they say that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, but Ramirez felt a little burnt out.
Oh.
I mean, I know we all do after we do things we love.
Right.
So Ramirez took a vacation. You know, he went to visit his brother in Arizona.
Just like a typical California guy. Get bored and then ruin a different state.
Yeah. But he didn't he goes to Arizona to visit his brother, and in the meantime, the police run his fucking mugshot. His name was...
Does he have no idea?
He does not know
Oh
until
my
he comes
God.
back. The police release his name, his mugshot, because he had a criminal record.
Yeah.
That's how they matched the fingerprint.
Right.
They're on record. They got his mugshot, his name, everything has been released in the newspaper, and everyone knew Richard Ramirez was the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
So Ramirez, apparently his brother was out of town in Arizona. He didn't check before he left.
What the fuck?
So Ramirez comes back
Yep.
and is doesn't know that the
Pleasantly
people.
surprised.
He does not. He is not very happy because he comes back and he does not. He's walking in the bus. He goes by bus.
Right.
He's walking through the bus station and he notices people like staring at him. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And he passes by a group of police officers that were camping out the bus station in case the Night Stalker tried to leave via bus. And so Ramirez is like, oh, fuck, there's the cops. I got to get out of here. He doesn't know people know he's the Night Stalker, but he's getting really weird vibes.
Yeah.
He goes to a fucking... he's in East L.A. Once he's in East L.A., he stops at a store and overhears a group of elderly women calling him El Matador. And they were saying, like, El Matador, other shit like that.
Yeah.
Which means the killer in Spanish. Ramirez, to put a fucking cherry on top, Ramirez sees a fucking newspaper with his fucking face, and it's like the Night Stalker, and he's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
He starts freaking out. He steals a car. There's a fucking like really crazy chase through town.
Mm-hmm.
He gets cornered by an angry mob, and then he gets arrested. And the Night Stalker is fucking caught.
Wow.
But that's not where our story ends.
Ooh,
That was fucking crazy,
that
though.
was crazy.
It
Did
was
the mom
awesome.
not fucking beat the fuck out of him?
They did.
Oh.
They did. But you know what's funny? Two police officers arrested them, and one of them was named, I think, Anthony Ramirez.
Mhm.
No relation to him, though. So,
They try to Gaddafi him.
they did try to kill him, but then the police were like, no, step back. Don't, because, I mean, they gotta get justice
Yeah.
for the people that died,
Yeah.
Ramirez needs to fucking die.
Oh, yeah.
But not by the hands of an angry mob, That's not the criminal justice system.
Yeah, let them handle it. They've been doing a smack-up job so far.
Yeah. So at his first court appearance, Ramirez drew a pentagram on his hand
Yeah.
and yelled, "Hail Satan!"
Only helping his cause, might I add.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
They
Hail Satan! No, that couldn't be me.
Yeah,
I would
no.
never murder somebody. Hail Satan!
Because he was like, the whole time he was trying to act scary, act tough.
Yeah.
There was a rumor that he was going to kill a bunch of the jurors, like trying to get a gun smuggled in. Because Ramirez has a shit ton of fans. People love how he's like a bad boy. And a fucking, like, he's like basically like a really fucking fucked up goth.
Right.
Women love it. He gets married twice while in
What
prison.
do they want?
I don't
man?
know.
Are you serious?
Dude, it's fucked up. They literally loved him. His teeth are rotting out!
I want to see
Okay,
an
was
image
he
of the Knights.
attractive?
Not in the slightest.
What the fuck?
Look him a picture.
Yeah, I'm looking it up real quick.
Okay, that pisses
He's
me off.
ugly as shit. He looks like a serial killer. Like, they say, like, Ted Bundy doesn't look like he looks like that.
He's not that ugly.
I've seen if you
Oh,
look at the
his-
picture of him with the fucking... Yeah.
He looks scary.
That is, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
looks.
he looks scary.
He looks like.
He looks like a meth addict.
Yeah.
Do you have the picture of him with the pentagram?
Yeah, here.
Oh, Ollie's got it. Yeah, see, like, he held the pentagram up.
Mm.
He looks fucking weird. He was a cocaine addict.
This guy, he looks like he.
But I've seen the videos of him being like, "Hail Satan! Hail Satan!"
Right.
During his trial, a juror was found dead in her apartment,
Yeah.
and people were freaking out like, "Oh my god, the Night Stalker somehow got to her," shit like that. But it was just the juror's boyfriend, who killed himself later.
he just didn't give a fuck. He just beat her head in.
So Ramirez in a bunch of interviews while he's on trial was talking about how the thing that like Ramirez loves fucking like causing trouble.
Yeah.
That was his thing. Was he obviously like he was crazy, but
Yeah.
like he said he blamed violent movies and music on why he like had to do all these things.
Ah,
That fucking asshole.
He did, I swear.
That's the reason why Grand Theft Auto is marked 17 and up, you dickhead.
Yeah, it's because like the reason he
Shut the fuck up.
he blames I think
It's his fault for parental advisory.
no well
on music. That's actually
Yeah,
another
no,
thing. I learned that. It's another thing.
yeah, but like the reason that he like does all this, I feel like, is because he's like, I'm gonna drag so
Right.
many he just wants to make a big scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
His favorite band was my favorite band.
Is your favorite band?
Yeah, AC/DC. His favorite song was called Night Prowler. That's what we were talking. Shut the fuck up. That's what we were talking about. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his favorite song. That song is about obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back. His favorite band was AC/DC. His favorite song was Night Prowler.
Yeah.
I love that song. I love that band. I haven't murdered anybody yet.
Yet. Yeah. Remember, he started at what, 22?
What?
started at
20.
22?
I guess 25.
Oh, you got time.
Shut the fuck up. His fucking cousin shot somebody and was like, I am unfazed. As you could expect, the media was fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
Poor Bon, he didn't get to see this.
He would have been so proud.
He would not. So AC/DC had to come out and say that song, which they had to come out and say that song was about a boyfriend who's trying to scare his girlfriend.
Which is a clear lie. They were just saying
It's absolutely a lie. Go back and it's when you're paralyzed by fear because I'm in your room and I'm gonna
Just say
fucking
the guy
stab
who wrote
you.
it is dead. Just leave it at that.
Well, no,
Don't
it's
just
the
lie.
song is scary. It's like that's the point. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
cool.
But it's not about a boyfriend stalking his girlfriend.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. And like someone walks across your grave is also in the lyrics. It's a great song though. You should listen to it. It's amazing.
I did.
Oh no, I'm sorry, the viewers.
I was gonna say, what's the song that Eunice wanted me to listen to? Of We Eat, We Feast, or whatever the fuck it was. Face Down or Showdown? The stupid song by
Face
Tech-
Off.
Yeah. That song's fucking garbage.
That song is great.
That has nothing to do with anything.
No, I'm just saying that because it's
Richard Ramirez is like, it's about drive. It's about missing every shot he takes.
When we stay hungry, we devour.
Hail Satan! His other favorite bands, Judas Priest and Black Sabbath.
Oh, I thought you were about to
I
say
mean,
what
Black
it said.
Sabbath is kind of like, they do talk about singing a lot.
I had to figure out would Richard Ramirez have listened to Crazy Train? And the answer is yes.
What about
He
White
definitely
Stripes?
would have. What about the Rolling Stones? I wonder if Richard Ramirez
Is he like the greatest rock band of all time?
I wonder if Richard Ramirez liked the Bee Gees.
I wonder if you like the Beatles.
But yeah, Richard
God,
Ramirez
if
had
you
good
like-
taste. He had good taste.
He did. He liked more like hard rock metal. I'm into that.
I mean, AC/DC is a great band.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he chose the Superior
We're
album to have
swerving
a
away
favorite
from the
song
killer.
from.
It
Shut
is
up.
a solid album. I think it's
Highway to Hell is one of the best albums of all time.
Mm.
I definitely believe that. Shut up, Alex.
Highway Star is better.
Kiss My Ass.
Highway Star is not better.
Have you heard Highway Star,
Shut
bro?
the fuck
Yeah.
up.
That shit good.
Uh-huh.
It's also been it's the second song that's been ruined to a fucking video. Painted Black was ruined by one of my friends. You remember Jeremy from Woodtech? You remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ruined Painted Black for me.
How?
We'll talk about it after.
But you brought him up now, anyways.
Okay, fine. You remember the fucking New Zealand shooting? Somebody
Yeah.
turned it into the Black Ops trailer.
Oh, yeah, I remember that video.
Yeah, he ruined it for me forever.
So on September 20th, 1989,
5 days off of my birthday.
you're not even close to being born yet. Were your parents even married?
What year?
89.
Yeah,
89.
They were married in '89.
I think so. Hold up. They were married for 4 years.
Get the fuck out of
No,
here.
not 40
My
years.
parents were like,
My
kids
mom,
in
my
89.
mom,
My
got-
mom was.
My mom got married at 15, my dude.
my mom got married in 19, but they were kids in '89.
Well, my dad was like a super old, but like that's not important. On September 20th, 1989, Ramirez was found guilty. There's no evidence. I feel like this was unjust. He's found guilty on all charges. 13
what
counts.
The fuck?
13,
Come on, man.
13 counts of murder, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 burglaries, and was sentenced to death. After receiving the news, Ramirez said, and this is his words.
Yeah.
Big deal. Death always went with the territory. See you in Disneyland. What the fuck?
Was he on cocaine when he said that?
He's fucking weird.
September what again?
20th.
September 19 what?
Do you
89.
remember?
That legit, my sister was born a year prior, yeah.
Oh wow, I wonder why. Night Stalker fever. Now while Ramirez was in prison, they did a lot of psychological evaluations on him.
Right.
Remember schizoid personality disorder?
Uh-huh.
Jeffrey Dahmer had that. So did Richard Ramirez.
Oh, I thought you were
Wow.
about to say he was faking a mental illness like the school
No,
shooter.
but they also this is I think officially when they diagnosed him with the epilepsy.
Hmm.
So he's sentenced to death.
Took a long ass time.
Well, no, it's after he gets. Oh yeah, that's true. But he did have epilepsy.
How many years
fits.
was he in prison before? Because it's 15 now.
No, Ollie. That's just
For death row.
that is not okay. So let me give you a little crash course. There is no California has extremely long wait times on their appeals,
Yeah.
and you can also appeal a lot more in California. Death row inmates on average wait on death row for 15 years because they can appeal.
Oh.
Not because there is a certain amount of time you have to wait before someone is killed. I know Bundy was on death row probably in Florida, but he didn't wait 15 years. Probably less than like even
'Cause
5 or 10.
I
Yeah,
know
he tried to
some.
delay it a lot too.
He did. I mean, he did the appeals, but they failed obviously because like
Yeah.
there was a lot of fucking evidence.
Yeah.
He like tried to. The thing Bundy did was he tried to get the investigators to like he confessed like the day before he died,
Right.
and he was like trying to get them to keep him alive a little longer so he could talk more.
Yeah.
But that's just because he wanted to not die.
Yeah.
Bundy really did not want the death penalty.
With Bundy, wasn't he like one of the first of his case, like of that like severity?
Well,
Or
Yes.
were we thinking of somebody
Who's
else?
Ted Bundy?
No, Ted. We'll get to that.
No,
We'll get to that on a
like,
different
that-
episode probably.
Like,
A different serial killer.
Oh.
Way worse than this guy.
Oh, he's bad, dude.
He's probably
wait,
the worst.
was he like the
Yeah.
killer
But he
clown,
wasn't-
or was the clearly?
That's John Wayne Gacy.
I'm trying to
Okay,
think.
John Wayne Gacy.
He was before
is-
Gacy, right?
Uh,
Because I can't remember.
John Wayne.
they are about the same time.
Mm.
Like it's before this, but Gacy. The thing is with Bundy is that he has a lot of like he kills so many people, and they think he killed 30.
Yeah.
I think he confessed to like 30 murders,
Mm.
but there's like more.
I was gonna
I just
say-
pointed that out because like, since he was
The
in Florida
killer-
and like his like that severe.
I'm
of
pretty sure he
crimes,
was the 70s.
I think they wanted him dead right
They-
away.
I mean, that would like his last few murders where he goes into the berserker kind of mode. He was on the run from the police anyways.
Yeah.
He killed 4 women I think he killed 4 women brutally.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like it was bad. He went from room to room.
Not to mention the
beating the
necrophilia.
fucking shit. That too. He bit. That was the first case to use bite marks. Or one of. It was also the first case to get televised.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah. I believe that was in the 70s.
like the
Right.
Scranton Killer. Office joke. Don't worry about it.
A little side note. I don't know if this is gonna make it in there, but
Ollie just made an Office reference. I am losing
Get the
my
fuck
goddamn
outta here.
mind. That's why I stopped. I was like, oh my god. You go ahead, Gus.
all right. I don't know if this is gonna make it in, but I want to make a. So before, like literally today, before we started the podcast, like Riley wanted to keep us blind, make this a surprise for both of us on who it was.
Yeah.
So he told me to listen to the Judas Priest song, and I thought, oh, is this gonna be like was the song about who we're gonna be talking
Yeah.
about? And then
'Cause-
I said cause they were doing that with what's it called?
That you
The
said
Night Stalker.
you said then it's like the
Yeah.
Night Prowler, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
it's like the Night Prowler. And I was like, oh fuck, Gus knows. Shit.
So I was like, yeah, like the Night Prowler, yeah, like
Like
the
I-
AC/DC song.
Yeah, I was like,
genuinely
yeah.
didn't know who the fuck we're talking.
yeah, no.
about.
The thing is, the reason I asked Ollie to do this is because it's fun to see somebody who knows nothing. Gus knows a little bit, but not as much as
There's
obviously
only
I do.
3 serial
It's
killers
fun.
that I
Yeah.
know somewhat about.
What?
The Killer Clown. I know.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yep, I know why he took off the door handles, because the first guy legit jumped out of his car. I know about the serial shooter that legit had a box van, 450 Bushmaster around, I think it was some town in Tennessee,
Right.
and then fucking, I forgot the third guy, and that's it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know quite a lot.
The Zodiac Killer, there we go.
We might do him one day. So
Fuck the Zodiac
Ramirez, because of the lengthy appeal process, like I was saying,
Mm.
Ramirez never gets to die at the hands of the state because on June 7th, 2013, he died due to complications from lymphoma.
That's what fucking kills him.
Killer. Wait, hold
Yep,
up.
Cancer.
Hold up.
People were not happy.
When was he in prison?
He's the mob should have killed him.
1989.
1989, he was captured.
No,
Night-
well, that's when he gets captured in 1985, but he gets convicted. Like, he is on death row for 23 years.
How the fuck did the system fail that badly?
It's just it's especially in California, because it's so, like, liberal. I don't want to get too political. They have
Fuck
such
California.
a lengthy appeal process.
Yeah.
And so, like, he just kept appealing. Like I said, he gets married twice.
That's why Bundy died so fast. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
in Florida.
Florida. Yeah, you know what? They did some good. They did some
Yeah,
good.
no, they did a good
You
job.
know, Florida has so many crackheads, meth addicts, all this, but they
Crackheads,
managed to
crackheads.
go one time good and kill somebody fast.
Yeah, fucking, and so yeah, but that was the end of the Night Stalker.
I got
He
it.
just
I'll take it.
died in prison of cancer, and never got.
Anticlimactic.
It is kind of anticlimactic.
You know, I kind of wanted him just to make a prison shiv and start stabbing
He got
prisoners.
married twice.
He got married
How?
twice. He
How?
got married and divorced. I'm pretty sure the last girl stuck with him.
How? How did they even get married?
People like fucking love
What,
serial
did they write him
killers.
letters and he proposed through the fucking like mail?
Yeah, or they visit him in jail. People love serial killers. Like women, especially back in the day.
Yeah.
I feel like in the 70s, because Bundy had his fair share of fans.
Yeah.
Bundy fucking got his like girlfriend, his one girlfriend. He had a
One that
girlfriend.
Got away or a different one?
The one girl that was like, his like girlfriend for a long time, but
And then she
did not get murdered.
Yeah, the one that got away.
Yeah, that girl like, what like kind of realized like, oh fuck, this is Ted Bundy, the guy he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
He had a different girlfriend while like they were still trying to work things out, like while he was in prison,
Yeah.
because he went to prison for murder. He was on trial for murder.
What kind of girl would
Or
get
kidnapping.
anywhere near him?
They're fucking crazy, and especially in the 70s and shit. Like she got pregnant and had a kid with him while he was on trial and shit.
They had a baby Bundy?
They did it. There is a baby Bundy. I think it's a son, and never heard from him since.
He had to change his last name. There's
He
no
did.
way he didn't.
He did. Because I mean,
she
like,
named him Ted, so there's...
oh my
Ted Bundy
god,
Jr. Holy
Ted
shit.
Bundy Jr.
If I would have been a murderer just to kill the mom for being that dumb.
I would be like, dude, you distance yourself quickly from that name. You're like,
Yeah.
you change it to
From
you,
that name, from that family.
you move to a different country.
Yeah.
Dude, I would go to Soviet fucking Russia.
But yeah.
I think there's just like more Ted Bundys over there.
But that was the Night Stalker.
That would be
Yeah.
better
What
than
did-
being called Ted Bundy in
What
the
did you guys
States.
think of that?
That was fun.
It was good.
I
Very
gotta
fun.
take a shite.
He was very dumb, smart, creative, very good and bad when it comes to killing.
Okay, his choice of guns, he can go fucking die in a ditch for
He
that.
just doesn't know how to kill.
Dude,
I don't, you know,
just
I changed
grab
my
a
mind.
fucking...
I don't think he was holding on. I don't think he was holding back. I think he was just too dumb to figure out how to kill people.
Dude,
Go ahead.
just get a TT Tokarev.
He was too dumb. That's what I think it is.
A TT Tokarev, that's all you fucking need. Cock once, bam.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what a fucking TT Kokorev is.
It's a fucking most common pistol
It's a
in
coconut.
Russia.
In Russia.
And in the States.
This is the 70s U.S. You think they want anything Russian?
80s.
Yeah, oh true.
The 80s. Well, yeah, it's even worse.
Yeah,
How's it say,
probably.
like Reagan?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get the most popular Russian pistol.
Next
It's,
one.
you want to know why it's popular? Because
Can
it
I
has
get it?
one C clip holding the
But I
entire
mean,
thing
like,
together.
like gunshots are loud, but like,
Yeah.
what would this like sound of what you're talking about be compared to like a
a 20,
shitty 22?
TT Tokarev is just like it's a 22, but longer.
I feel
it
like
is-
that'd be worse.
No, it's legit the same like sound as a 22.
Because I'm assuming he obviously was trying to be as quiet as possible because it's like, oh fuck, someone hears gunshots, they're gonna call the police.
Right.
But I mean, he was like boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I'm gonna fucking.
You know you can use.
fucking your
Well,
face,
actually,
I'll
I should not say that. I almost said something that could incriminate.
Oh,
me.
you're a dumbass. But
we should stop arguing this
That
and
was
end
the-
this fucking episode.
that was the 4th episode of Bodacious True Crime. I thank you guys for sticking with us because these are fun.
Yep. It's
And,
way better than Crackheads podcast. That died.
Definitely.
That died years ago. Congrats,
Okay.
Riley.
But thank
Yep,
you, Ollie.
congrats on passing
Thank you.
Crackheads
Yeah.
by immediately sticking to
Round
the
of
podcast.
applause. Round of
Yeah,
applause.
Yep,
thank you. The next case that I want to do Bundy so bad now. Fuck. But
Let's do the serial shooter.
no.
Oh.
Okay, you research it, you dipshit.
I will sit there
No,
researching.
you will not.
Yes, I will.
No, you will not.
I will.
No.
How much you want to bet on it?
I guarantee you will
How much
not
you
do
want to
that.
bet
No.
on it?
The one that I want to do next time though, I think is gonna be a little lighter. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It might have it to be for a different kind of crowd. I'm
One
not sure.
thing we have to start doing, like with this, like separately though, is unsolved murders.
We'll get to that.
Like unsolved, and we like try to do our own leads and stuff. Try to figure out leads what we think might have like went down. You know what I mean?
That'd be fun. That would definitely be fun.
Yeah.
I
that could also be like a little more interactive too.
That's true.
Maybe we could get some of the
Jonah.
audience members in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I know everybody
He's
wants
not
me to do
making them.
fucking Zodiac,
Yeah.
especially because of the stupid like the DNA evidence a few weeks ago, and
Zodiac's such a big case, though.
the thing is that it's mostly just going to be okay. Now I have to talk about this guy and then this guy. And then...
And most of it literally is just bullshit.
Yeah,
And that might have to be split up into 2 parts because isn't the Zodiac killer case the fucking one of the biggest cases?
definitely the biggest unsolved case.
Yeah.
There's one more, but I'm not.
We
don't
could
think we
do
should
the
wait on
OJ case.
Yeah, we'll figure it
I
out,
did it.
and then the next episode will be whatever
I
I
like,
want.
dude.
Definitely-
Definitely. Just like a small font. Dude,
I have, if this still continues into next year, I have plans. There's one case I really want to do.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's like. I think the people around it want it to be an unsolved murder case,
Yeah.
but like it's not. Also has to do with AC/DC.
Which one's
I'll
that?
bet. We'll talk about it later.
Alright.
So yeah, this has been Bodacious True Crime. I'm Riley. Ollie, you have anything you want to say before we head out?
Why did OJ use a Ford Bronco?
All right, Gus, anything you want to say before we head out?
I'm Gus. I just got a sick pump at the gym before I got here. I made him wait like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah, what a
asshole.
fucking
Fuck
murder
you guys.
That's not a joke. You're dying today.
Huh?
I hope this
What?
comes
Why
out
are
on
you stopping?
Saturday. Cause fuck.
But no,
yeah.
this is a lot of fun to record.
Oh,
I really hope whoever's listening enjoys this because I'm having a lot of fun.
They are
It is pretty fun.
good, yeah. But yeah,
Riley, keep up the good work.
Magustalations. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I
Yeah.
try my hardest. It's very hard.
It's showing
I
off,
try my
man.
hardest.
You're a good host.
Thank
Really?
you. Thank you. You know, come here. Let's fuck.
That cheese
That's a
is
threat.
actually that cheese in that burger is fucking me over, dude.
They don't get it.
Oh yeah, they we paused.
Oh well, yeah, we did like mid-recording and
Ollie, it was literally one slice of Kraft cheese. I think you'll be okay.
No Kraft cheese.
There was
Fucking
also what's it called? Does mayo fuck you up or no?
no
Oh, okay.
Kraft
there
cheese.
isn't even audio from that. I paused the recording.
Yeah, we're talking about a burger.
Well,
That's it. Can we end this before?
Hail Satan!
Okay.
Hail Satan!
Guys, I'm
Alright.
innocent. I swear to God, I'm
I-
such a
guys,
loving.
guys, I'm
I'm a
innocent.
good,
Boys,
loving
boys,
guy.
listen, say it, I love it.
I missed every shot out of my gun. I'm on the
Are you a Caltech? I use Caltech.
I'm on the highway
Wow!
now. Hail me!